All right. All right. What is up, guys? This is Crow 1176. How's everybody doing, man? It's been a while. Been a while. Been a while. Like crazy. So, we're going to be talking about this craziness that Kenneth Bird lies, and more lies about how he's trying to expose Silent Wake for actually promoting Parte Series C paint mix, correct? And the way that Ken lies about it, and the way that he's showing it on his channel, it's just really bad because he's using like an outdated monitor all the time. Tries to control the narrative, of course, like always. But let me show you what I'm talking about. I think he is live right now. Yeah, he's still live. And let me see, is he live? Yes, he is. And he doesn't, like right here, guys. He's still stuck right there. Doesn't go past this image because he's so hurt that the Series C is an actual good paint mix, good mix that actually works, and it is a darker, tone. Um, I'm a pressman, certified pressman. I do offset printing and all this good stuff, so I know about colors. And one thing I want to tell you guys is that black comes in multiple shades, multiple shades, and we've heard him say that because he heard it from me. And he can't tell me because I am certified. I know what I'm talking about. I know how to mix colors. And the shades of black are different. You got so many PMS, different colors that, you could make multiple shades. And by him saying that this is a gray when it's not, it's just a different shade of a black is not gray, right? But he wants you guys to think that because he has no sales. Like I said before in most of my videos, he didn't only lose the battle now, he lost the war. And after he loses this war, in a couple of days, he's going to lose his shit even worse. Trust me when I say that. I got a surprise for you guys pretty soon. Trust me. You guys don't even imagine what I'm going to do. But it's going to be great. It's going to be great. And it's going to benefit a lot of people out there not to get scammed by this scammer. I'm sorry. Excuse me. And it's going to work out. That's the main thing, that it will work for you. Not only, it's going to work, it's not promised to have infinite contrast heightener technology, or it doesn't, color enhancement, or infinity black, or whatever he wants to call it nowadays. But you know what? Enough talking, enough talking. We're going to see this image right here, but I want to show you the actual image, right? This is what Ken is showing you in his little computer and this and that, right? But I want to show you guys here. Let me see if I could get even closer. There you go. There you go. Focus. There you go. All right. I want to show you what Ken is showing. This blue hue and all this stuff. But in reality, let me show you the actual image from the actual video. All right. Now, there you go. Now, does it look the same? No, it doesn't. As you can see there, it doesn't look nothing how his video is showing, right? See that? See how clear and beautiful, and you could get, black tones and all that good stuff, right? But you know what? Why am I keep talking? Why do I keep talking? Let's hear it from the main guy from this channel, Silent Wake 5.
Hello.
He's the one that tested the product. He has more information than I do. I only know what I've seen on videos and what I've heard, right? But Silent, tell us what's going on with this image right here that this guy this scammer Ken that I want to call him. That's just my thing.
Well,
Is he going nuts? What's
I,
going
I
on?
think he's definitely unhinged. That's for sure. I mean, look how many hours he's been spending on this, just regurgitating lie after lie after lie. He's done the same thing to you in the past with the network gray situation. I used to send you pictures of from the actual video, and then what Ken was showing, and it's like two different things because Ken always has his monitors and his projectors. You know, the settings are just absolutely muffed up on him. You know, he's got the contrast overblown. He's got the color temperature set to the coolest, brightest, setting that he can find. And you have to pardon me. I'm still fighting this cold a little bit. I'm almost done with it.
Oh no, 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 dude. No, no
But
worries,
if
man. No
you
worries.
want
No worries.
to
Yeah,
see
no
some
worries.
some real information that kind of debunks this, because as he's been doing this, I've been either at work or I've had my kids or I'm doing stuff around the house. Christmas is like literally this upcoming weekend. And like, dude, like I've got
Uh
stuff
huh.
going on. I'm not going to continue to go back and forth with this moron, any longer than I have to. I got other things in
Hmm.
my life going on here. So if you really want to see some actual good photographs of side by sides comparing a snapshot of what was actually taken from my direct video, where you can clearly see that it's a black screen, and compared to what he's showing on the monitor, that's what I was showing in the video. It wasn't about cutting this out or cutting that out. It was to make a point that Kenneth Bird does what Kenneth Bird does, and we can
Hmm.
all we can trust him to do that. You can't trust him to pay his rent. You can't trust him to ship your shit on time. You can't trust him to treat you like a human being. You're not happy with this product, but you can trust him to manipulate, lie, and mislead people. And I took a snapshot from my actual video, took a snapshot from his video as close to the same frame as I could, so that you can see a side by side difference in the photographs, what actually is on the video and what he's showing you and trying to manipulate. Also, I did put a
Mm.
post on, I think yesterday, um, where I took my finger and I daubed it in the paint, Series C, and daubed the top of the can. I let it dry, and then I took a couple of photographs and put it on a community
Yeah.
post. And you can clearly see that the is
Okay.
black. The difference is he doesn't understand is that the light is being diffused and reflected off of the surface. It's not an absorptive paint. There might be a certain percentage of absorption that happens, but it's more of a diffusive and a reflective surface than anything else, which is why in certain angles, in certain scenes, it's going to photograph differently than what I'm seeing in person. And also, also,
Yeah. Like he tried to do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me just throw this in there. Like he tried to do one of his paints. He went gloss with
yeah,
one of his paints, and you had to be. That's what you're trying to say for people that I don't understand much either, but I think I get where if you use gloss paint, you have to be sitting right in front of it. But as soon as you start moving, you start getting that hot spot going left
right.
and right, and you start losing images when you go to the left or to the right. Got it. And that's what he doesn't get. That Series C, Danny figured out a way to actually make a product that doesn't do that, and actually it's bright when it's supposed to be, and it gives you those dark levels when it's supposed to
Well,
give
and
you those dark
the other
levels without
problem
using
is that
without losing quality,
he's
right?
so obsessed with what color it is that he'll completely ignore all the other content that was shown on it. And you have
Uh-huh. Which I'm going to show,
you
which
have
I'm going to
you have
show
to look,
really quick. So you could
you
answer a
have to
few
look at the whole
questions.
picture of what's actually being shown, the different types of content. People don't sit around watching star fields and the color black all day every day. Your content is different TV shows and different video games and different movies, and what
Hmm.
it is that you're consuming is
Correct.
a wide range of content. So that's why I say that's why I'm very keen on him. You go ahead, Ken, and you go ahead and you concentrate on the color black, and you concentrate on doing things the same way that you've been doing them for the past 13 years because it's worked out so damn well for you. You know, I'm sorry, but it's a joke at this point. And so many people out there have been calling it out. You know, it even translates into weird video
Uh-huh.
that he
So,
did where he was trying to like get me to get him to paint. I don't know. It was very strange.
yeah, I don't get that part. What was he
Dude,
trying
I
to
don't
do
know because
there?
I only watched
Um,
um, I only watched like a couple of minutes of it. But I mean, like, let's go to the channel and just look
okay.
like at his live streams. And I mean, like, this has been an ongoing thing. I mean, at one point it was like what 20 hours, and now here we are again. We just keep adding to it. But there's really no
Well, because he moved back to the garage. I think he had a fallout with the
no, bless
sister,
her heart for
and I think he moved back to the garage. I think he was testing the waters to see if anybody will report him. But
I,
it's the holidays. Nobody's gonna do
right.
anything in the holidays,
Well, I could
you
tell
know.
you right now, his ass
So,
was cold this morning because it was like 25 degrees this morning when I took the kids to school. And,
oh,
you know, I can and what the
oof.
temperature was this morning in Philadelphia. So I know that little ghetto ass heater, you know, he's probably bundled up like an Eskimo in that motherfucker.
Yeah, I guarantee he is because that $70 heater is not gonna do nothing for that
Well,
whole garage. It doesn't matter
the
because
video,
the roof it's not insulated. I don't care how
the
much.
gist of it was, I guess, like if you this and you that, you wouldn't mind getting it for me. I'll reimburse you. It's like, oh yeah, first of all, you know, let me put all my trust into you to pay me back because you're so responsible with your money. You know, you owe
Look. The first thing is
does
that he has 60 people. He
pays his
said he has
debts.
60
You know?
people. Yeah, exactly. And he has 60 people on the trigger. I got 60 people that will get it right now. So why don't you get one of those 60 people to get it? They even have a bet going who gets it first. So why don't you get it then? Why don't you buy it on the weekend, wait for it until next year, and then you get it? I mean, it says there, I'm on vacation for the holidays. I'll get it to you next year, which it's only a couple of days, a week or whatever, and that's it. You know, get your 60 people that are betting. Ooh, let's see, they made a bet. Which one is getting? They're laughing about it. Well,
Right.
get
And
that.
I think
But really quick, Silent,
is it
right here.
he's
Oh,
he's been playing that video like my response to it just to put it out there like dude, like you're not doing anything that we didn't know that you were going to do. You did exactly what we knew you were going to do. You're going to try to find something, make a mountain out of a molehill, create a narrative, and then sink your teeth into
uh-huh.
it and hope that some of that spaghetti sticks on the wall. Because from what I've been told by people who study him a lot harder than I do, he's only had about 3 or 4 sales maybe in the past 6 weeks. So we know that he hasn't been doing anything more to that garage. So we know he ain't got no money. You know, we know that he still owes
Yeah.
Julian Court for God only knows how much out of that $3,200 he got judged against. You know,
Well,
and you know, God bless his sister and his mother for putting up with his sorry ass. You know, they must be saints to be putting up with him, always inconveniencing somebody else, needing a ride, needing a place to stay, needing food to eat because he
what's
can't
up,
take
guys?
care of himself
Yeah.
at 55 years old. You know, I mean, it's sad. It's sad that he represents himself and represents his family in that way. And I've heard other people talk about it. They're
Mhm.
100% right. Everything that's been called out on him
Yeah.
over the last few weeks or whatever by a lot of different people out here from all over the place, they're absolutely 100% right. And I like how he plays that video that you're on there
Yeah.
because he won't play past a certain point. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah. Like right here, I know that he was playing this skid right here, right? He keeps doing the same thing, showing, but he never shows what you were talking here. And can you explain what you're talking about right here on
yeah,
this video?
I mean, look at the streaks, bro. That's not white. That is like blue gray. That's not white. His product is too white, dude. I'm
And plus
sorry.
the streaks that are coming down from that screen.
What's that?
No,
Yeah,
from that screen, it's really bad too. You get blobs and streaks.
That's straight from his video feed. I didn't do anything to it. Like, you know, you're trying to make me look bad, and then you go and show a white screensaver, and that's what you get. Look at the streaks. Look how dirty and muddy it is. I mean, I'm colorblind. Like, dude, if I'm colorblind with black, then he's certainly colorblind with white. So there you go. We're a yin and a yang then. His product.
No, but
you don't have a sense of contrast if you can't get really bright. You can be dark all you want. You can stay in the pure black all you want, but all you're going to do is crush out your shadow detail, which is steps coming out of pure black on the color spectrum. And you can't get bright enough because your whites are going to be gray and dull and muddy, just like that. So it is what it is, man. Sorry.
Yeah. Damn, 2 hours. Oh my God, 2 hours. And was this his first video? I wonder. Today? It's so sad. What is he saying here? Let me see. Let's hear the ending. I like hearing the ending because he puts all kinds of challenges out there. Let me see what he says. Yeah, dude.
I just want to show the judge at the end of the day, we made the attempt to actually buy your product to get it down for testing, and you talked all this nonsense, and you won't be to back it up. But let me tell you something. I got so many people right now waiting for your shopping carts to open. We'll get your paint one way or another. The only way you're going to keep us from getting that paint, you're going to have to shut it down.
Didn't he say the same thing?
Again,
months
ago. Me. One of them will get it, and we'll get it down here. He said, we got JB paint down here. You know, at the end of the day, we couldn't touch them. Somebody went in and bought their paint and sent it to them twice. We got the Cinemax, and we got the Metallica 2.0. We'll get you stuff, no problem. So, do it there, be a man, open up the shopping carts, and we'll come to buy. Or you could be a coward, and I can show at the end of the day to the courts that you couldn't back up what you said about what companies sue you for millions of dollars.
Why does the court care whether a business wants to sell or they don't want to sell? It's their right. If they don't want to sell, they have the right not to sell to certain people. So bringing it to court, what for? It's not going to help them, you know?
You get some jail time and then turn around and get my friends to get your product anyway and still out your product.
Okay. Can I just make a quick point here? Listen, he's so concerned about my.
Go ahead. He's
the floor is so yours. Concerned about my opinion about his product or my opinion about Danny's product or whatever. I'm just a regular guy. Who gives a damn? Who gives a damn what I think? Honestly, I'm just one person. You know, if his product was kicking ass and people were buying it and they were loving it, he would not worry one bit about what somebody thought about his product. He'd be rolling in that dough, spending it like it's no tomorrow, and he would be living it up. He wouldn't care. But what we've seen consistently over the past year and a half is a complete spiral out of control, out of sanity, out of money. And he's in a situation now where he's living in a garage, no windows, no running water, no refrigerator, no toilet. He's literally shitting and pissing in a bucket and throwing it down the hill into a public park. Come on, man. It's over. Mm-hmm. It is over for him. He can daydream about suing people all he wants. But you know what? Money talks and bullshit walks. And if you can't pull the trigger and you can't afford a lawyer, they're not going to take a pro bono case over some YouTube feud bullshit. Sorry, but they're not. They're going to help somebody who's been evicted unjustly or somebody who was wrongfully accused. That's where they'll spend that pro bono time on. They're not going to spend it on this bum. So it's all bullshit. It's the same shit that he's been doing for years. It's the same manipulation tactic, bully tactics. I mean, look what he tried to do to Lee. Look what he's done to Matthew. Look what he's done over and over and over again. And he's sitting there trying to make a screen innovation screen, which I doubt. I doubt very highly that is a black diamond. I'm pretty sure that's something else. and I'm pretty sure that he's got it flipped the wrong way because he's always manipulating. He can't stand on his 2 feet, just like his product can't stand on its own 2 feet and go head to head, one on one, unbiased by somebody else out there that's not connected to any of us out here whatsoever. He won't do that. He will not put product
Yeah.
up on the table to be judged independently, unbiasedly, and truthfully to find out what is and what isn't. He's scared to death of it. So he speaks
Yeah.
louder.
He won't do it. He won't
His
do it.
actions speak louder than what
You
any of
know?
our words could ever say because he proves it daily. And people are waking up. Other people are waking up to what he does and what he says and how he acts. And it's unstable, it's unhinged. We're right around the corner from Christmas, and I guarantee you this mofo will be on here doing the same thing. By the way, I love how much ambient light is in his garage there. It is I'm blinded by what I'm seeing here. There's so much light.
You're cutting off a little bit on your connection.
Yeah, it's just the internet, dude. Is that better?
Just a little bit. You sounded, yeah, you were sounding like a robot and cutting off a little bit. But no, I get what you're saying. That so much light that he claims he wants in his environment, and he can't even turn on that.
There's one light in there. That's not a well lit environment.
One.
That's not ambient light, dude. There's like fucking 6 lux at the screen there. Come on, bro.
Yeah. Versus 4,500 lumens,
Yeah.
right? It's like
on what, a fucking 75-inch screen there? Come on, man.
And you know the sad part that he put all those tarps, those black tarps, to darken his garage. You're right. He did that shit. I noticed that he darkened everything. He put like 2 or 3 layers of dark tarps all over the garage.
Because
like,
the one
what?
light that he's got in the back
Well,
in the back of the garage was making it look like it was hot spotting because it was it was showing that that the aluminum was reflecting more light than his screen because it's absorbative. You know, all it does is just absorbing all the light, including the projector light, which is why you have to have an abundance of it to cut through it. It's an old approach. It's old news. You know what I mean? Danny's approach with the P line was to take the good things about gobbledygook and apply them in a simpler form that was a little bit, less expensive and yet effective. And I've been nothing but impressed by it in person, especially because you're always fighting against. My phone is doing some wonkiness with trying to tone map what I'm recording, and then you got YouTube compression, and if you go live, the live algorithm acts weird and all that stuff. You know, it's an uphill battle trying to give an accurate one-to-one representation of what you're actually seeing in person when you record these things. For him, he uses that as an advantage. But for somebody who's just trying to tell the truth and share some thoughts and opinions, it's quite difficult.
It's wrong. It's
because people like him will take whatever they can find and twist it and manipulate it and try to make something out of it that it's not. And I love how he keeps trying these little subtle jabs, like Danny yelled at me and scolded me and gave me a spanking and all this stuff. It's really quite clever. It's sad. It's desperate. It's delusional. And I'm just glad that I don't have to shit or piss in a bucket, man.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Mike Track says Silent is spitting facts. My boy.
Oh, thank you.
Nice. He darkened the room to raise the ISO on his camera.
I would imagine so, yes.
You get what I'm saying? Because, I mean, Danny said it one time. He said, if those samples that you're putting against the black screen, I thought they were like LED lights just flashing back to you. I mean, then all theaters will be doing the same thing, correct?
Mm-hmm.
As soon as we go to like a movie theater, that thing would have been so white and washed out with 30,000 lumens that they use in the theaters that You know what I mean? Don't you think about that when you're trying to scam people, or you just get the innocent ones and to see who
Well,
catches that hook
I think
first? You know what I mean?
a lot of people that buy from him are what I would call impulse buying. It's sort of one of them things like after you buy it, you kind of go, maybe I made a mistake there. Like it's not, if anybody does any kind of research and just pays attention, you can tell really quickly. Even him regurgitating the whole like Black Widow 38 deal. Um, you know,
Uh huh.
I'm going to have you type in the email to the judge. Okay, what do you mean the no reply from your Wix store? Because it's not a Hotmail account. It's not an Outlook account. It is a no reply email from your Wix storefront. Dumbass.
Uh huh.
He's still on that. He's still using, you know. And
Yeah.
so I also have a couple of post on my community thread there that link to a couple of videos out there from other people that kind of debunked that whole argument and stuff like that. So anybody looking for more information on just taking some of these things that he's been saying recently when it pertains to me and these demonstrations and all these things, I can really only respond most of the time through the community post because I'm busy doing other stuff. Work or
Okay.
I got my kids or whatever it is, and I just don't have time to go patty caking with Kenneth Bird daily. I got a real life and a real job, just like you and a lot of other people. So
Yeah. Yeah. No, he doesn't understand that. See, I think he's online posting all this to destroy any credibility that Parte, myself, or you, or anybody here in the community have. Because as soon as he puts, like, we could put one video, he'll put 5 videos against that one,
mhm.
right? So if our video says, "Look at this black paint mix," then he'll put, "Look at Silent Wake line. Look at Silent Wake line. Look at Parte line. Look at Crow line." So then those take over whatever one video. So he's just flooding YouTube with,
That's all.
putting all kinds of videos out there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's his
Right.
defense. That's what I'm saying. That's the only defense he has, because
There's nothing else he
in
can.
reality, we all know his
Right,
shit doesn't
right.
work.
And that's
You know, like,
I don't know. It's just so strange.
it, it, I mean, I get it. I get it. Like, it doesn't affect you in life.
Oh.
It doesn't affect me in life. Like he's just one of those kids in the recess area where he just likes to talk shit, but once he gets punched in the lips, he doesn't do nothing about it. He'll stand there, cry, and that's it. That's how he is. That's the way I see him. He's all talking. I'm gonna sue you, millions, your wife
I just want to be
and kids. Then
clear about
then
something really quickly though too, because out here in the DIY space when it's like around the screens, right? It's a super small niche little thing, and there's lots of ways to skin a cat. You know what I mean? Like lots of people have different ways of doing things.
uh-huh. Yeah.
Just because I'm doing a video on this product or that product or whatever, I'm not necessarily telling people that, hey, you got to do it this way. You do it however way you want to do it. I'm
No,
sharing my experience and my
exactly.
opinions. But if you have a white screen and you're happy with the white screen, but I'm happy as hell for you. If you're happy with some fabric you picked up from the hobby store and that's what you use and you
Yeah.
like it and you love it, I'm happy for you. I'm even happy for somebody if they truly do buy from Kenneth Bird and they love it. I'm happy for you too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care what I'm just sharing an opinion. And it's funny that for some successful veteran out here like Kenneth Bird to be that perturbed about it, it kind of proves the point that
Uh-huh.
your ship has been sinking. It's under the water now. You're going to be heading down to the bottom of the ocean pretty soon because I have a feeling that he's got some big surprises coming his way in the next few weeks.
Oh, yeah. I can't talk much about my surprise to the community, but It's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be great, and it's gonna help a lot of people out there. That's all I could say about that. It's
Look,
gonna help
hey man,
a
you know,
lot of people with
like I said,
choices, and
there's lots of ways to skin a cat, man. And if you want a black screen and you know you've been on the fence about Kenneth Bird stuff, and I'm just saying you'd be better off not only performance wise, but also cost wise. So he had that. What's he got that sale? It's over
yeah.
yet, but he had the sale, right? The Christmas sale,
Mhm.
and the lowest amount that you can buy is like 20 ounces or 24 ounces or something like that, and it's like $130.
24
Yeah, like
ounces, right?
$130 for that. And I'm telling you that
Mhm.
the performance is not only way better on Series C, but it's a lot less expensive. And that is really the true nature of what DIY really is finding cheaper alternatives
Yeah.
that give you a lot of bang for your buck. And Partey's products and
But
your products and other free mixes and other fabrics and stuff that people have been looking at and trying and doing experimentations with, all those are way better options than what you'll get cost to performance wise from Kenneth Bird by far, hands down.
yeah, it is. It is. And the thing is, it's not, again, I say it again, you know, when I review his products, and trust me, I've reviewed m- mostly all of them except for this new one, but it's the same thing. I don't see anything different. I know he likes to talk about everybody that, oh, there's nothing new. There's nothing new. It's prehistoric technology. Nobody uses it. Da, 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 da. But dude, you're just changing the label on the same mixture. That's all you're doing. And now that you're crazy, you're trying to put acetone and fucking Vaseline. I don't know what he's trying to do now. Putting body
I have no
lotion on it.
idea. You know, I
It's
know
so bad. It is so bad
there's been
that
a trend.
that it's not sticking. It's not painting
There's
on.
certainly a trend to how he approaches making the screen paint, and it doesn't vary from one product
Mhm.
to the other very much. There's not like a big wow factor difference between what you bought, 4 months ago and what's available today. There's not that much of a leap. He's had one kind of like way of
No.
thinking about how to make this stuff. He's kind of set in his ways. He's not adaptive to different approaches or how to approach it from a different angle or whatever. And that's what I'm saying. Hey, Ken, you keep doing what you're going to do. You keep doing exactly what you're doing when you make these products. Again, because it's worked out for you so well. And I don't want to hear about, freaking 10 years ago when you were at the top of your game back then, a decade ago. What have you done lately? I mean, a lot of nothing. You've been running from landlords, not paying your bills, being an inconvenience to your sister and your poor mother, threatening people left and right, not just the
Yeah.
stooges, but actual legit customers who just voiced an opinion. Hey, I don't like this. It doesn't work. I'm gonna come get you. I'm gonna sue you. It's just it it shows a
Yeah.
level of
The hoo-ha gang. Hoo-ha. Hoo-ha.
it's
Yeah.
funny because I got an email yesterday from somebody that sent me a picture of Ken, and I posted it. I made a post not that long ago, and he looks
Oh,
he
okay.
looks like a normal dude. Like he just looks like a normal dude. And then you take a look at him here recently, and it's like, dude, you went from normal to crazy in 13 years. Wow, that's it's it's a
Yeah.
stark difference between Happy Ken.
Well, when he was doing that uh ice bucket challenge, which it was like 10 years ago or
Oh, yeah,
whatever, right? 9 years
right.
ago, whatever. He's he he looked decent, wearing his glasses, his hat that he still has that hat, whatever. He was with friends or whatever, family members, and he's doing
Yeah.
something positive in
Let's
life.
call it
And
happy.
then I think what happened, it just got to his head, dude. And then COVID hit, and then COVID destroyed him. If he was fighting his own demons, and he really, bullshit aside, dude, he needs some type of therapy or
I
something.
agree.
He needs mental help because he's fucked in the head so bad, dude. He's so fucking out there, dude. And I don't think this is like he's make believe or anything. I think he's serious about whatever he's coming out of his mouth. Everything that he says, I think he believes it 100%.
Well, I don't know.
And nothing's going to come true,
because
you know?
he just said in the video that he was just live streaming on that he said, "You said it's on a monitor. That's not a monitor. That was my live stream." It's like, Kenneth, that was your monitor that you were showing on your live stream. Like, I don't know that he actually understands what he's saying. It's some of the stupidest things I've ever heard him.
No, he doesn't.
He made one video, and I laughed my ass off. And I'm not trying to rub salt in the wound here, but like, he's like, yo, Google,
Rub it.
what's a pair for at the end of a sentence? And it goes through the whole thing, and it's like different. He's like, and see, that wasn't a question, was it? Period. It's like, what are you talking about, dude?
Oh, it was that day. Yeah.
Like, it's the end of a sentence. Other than that, there's an exclamation point and a question. He said, yeah, and that wasn't a question, was it? Period.
Oh my God.
I don't know, man. Sometimes it's funny.
It's all a lie.
And I get a big kick out of it. But I do honestly, like, and I mean this, I hope somebody, either who's close to him or somebody, can talk some sense into him and he can get some actual help and straighten things out. The guy is 55 years old. 55 years old, and this is what it's come down to, man. It's kind of heartbreaking in a way, man. Like, you should be like 55, you should be like, yeah, man, I'm coasting the last little bit here, and then I'm going to retire. I'll be 62. I'll be able to get my pension. I'll be able to draw Social Security. I'll be eligible for this and that. And then it's smooth sailing after that. Just enjoy the rest of your life. And this is what it's come down to for him, man. It's super sad, dude. I don't wish that on anybody, honestly. Like, there's not a lot of time left on.
Yeah. No, I'm right. But I mean, Social Security that he's going to try to collect, he had to be working for a period of time.
Well, you know what I mean.
Which he has never have. Most of his life it's been in prison for petty theft, and then, you know.
Yeah.
It's just I don't think so, dude. What's up?
And under normal circumstances, people at 55 are starting to think about finishing out their work careers and retiring and, you know, enjoying the last part of the last half of their life, because they put their time in and they worked. And this is what he's doing now. I don't know. I just find it to be pretty sad, a pretty sad situation, to be honest with you. I mean, he really does need help, and, you know, I don't know if it's too late or what. I don't know.
Man, I don't. Yeah, I'm in the same spot, but to tell the truth, he needs to go. You know, for better, for worse, whatever. He needs to go in the way, because he's just cancer, dude. He's poison. He's one of those vines that when you cut him and he keeps growing and growing and growing and never dies. You know, he's like that. He doesn't. It's not. You know, positive. Of course, he doesn't know shit about home theater. He's still thinking of reel-to-reel bullshit, right? So every information that comes out of that man's mouth has nothing behind it. Only somebody that really doesn't know might kind of see it. But now we have Google, we have the internet, and we could ask questions and we could search. It's just like you said, some people are lazy. They don't do their homework before they shop. And that's the ones that are getting caught in this freaking web of lies and all this crap, right? But dude, he needs to go, man. His shit doesn't work, and it's done. And not only because his shit doesn't work, it's all the shit, all the poison that he has said these past month already. Just video after video after video talking about my kids, my wife, Danny's wife, you know, your house. He's gonna get, like, all this crap, dude. He's just. I don't feel bad for him no more, dude. That went out the window. Yeah. To me. That's just me. And I asked the Lord forgive me and everything, but just me, dude. He's just a bad person, and a bad person is just whatever happens to him happens to him. You know,
it's not a matter of feeling bad. What's up? It's just it's just sad that there's this kind of thing going on. I don't know. It's, maybe in some aspects it's just irrelevant. It's a fart in the
Oh
wind,
yeah, 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 yeah,
but
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
When you,
Yeah, but you see how we handle it. We handle it calmly. We handle it calmly. We're not picking on him. We're not, oh, it's 3 against 1, 1-on-1, motherfucker. We're not doing that because we're not in the street or nothing like that. He's lying on his channel. We're exposing his channel for lying because everything he says doesn't have facts. Everything he's trying to get is from Google. Google, is there a fraud? How could it be a fraud when you got your refund back? There's nothing there. Hey, Google, PSP, it could mean a lot of things. JFG, it could mean a lot of things. Javier Francisco Garcia.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It doesn't matter, but he's always trying to look for something so he could talk about in a bad way, not in a positive way, in a bad way. Sony is going to sue you. PlayStation is going to sue you, So his demeanor towards us is always trying to, wish us the worst. Your kids are going to suffer because you're going to be in Pennsylvania. I'll pass by once in a while and wave at the jail from outside. And, you're not going to get out of prison until you're 80 years old. Like all this shit, right? That's bad. That's some fucking psycho shit, dude. He's and it's not about, he knows what he's saying and he means it. It's not about Christians or it's not about religion. He's just a bad fucking seed. He's a bad person. That's why his sister doesn't have him in his house. That's why nobody,
Well, you see, that may be true. And, what you put out there, the world kind of gives back to you. And, look at it. It hasn't gotten better for the guy. You can, objectively, you can see that it's not gotten any better for him. It continues to get worse. And if you want things in your life to get better, you have to start making some changes. And I don't think that's going to happen for him. I think it's going to be more of the same. And,
yeah.
I mean,
yeah. And it's only going to get worse. I say it's going to get worse because, with God's will and all that, when My Surprise comes out, he's not going to take it well. And it's not against him. All right. I'll tell you right now, guys, everybody in the community, everybody that's going to watch this video, it's not against him or anybody else. It's just an option for you guys to have. All right. So it's not me doing it no, it's an option. I have the platform to do it. I have the platform to show a little bit more. And that's what I'm going to do. And he's going to take it the wrong way and he's going to go crazy and it's never going to stop. And I don't care about this. At this point, I'm doing what I always done in my channel, give people options. And, and it's just going to prove that I've always set out to help people and I'm going to keep doing it. And that's it. And the do-it-yourself home community or home theater community, whatever.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that I really had no intention of even doing anything about anything. I made the channel active again because there's videos that I had set to private and I needed access to those videos because he kept bringing me up and I'm going to do this to you and I'm going to do that to you. It's like, okay, fine. That's fine. Because he hadn't talked about me in a long time. So I just kind of let it go. But I'm going to have all my ducks in a row so that I got everything straightened up, lined up. It's going to be pretty much open and shut because it was a legit purchase through a third-party buyer that's associated with me. And I have the right and the freedom to express my opinions about any product that I buy, whether I buy it or somebody buys it for me, whether it's a gift or whatever it is. But, there's paper trails and money trails that connect everything. All the dots will be connected. And I'm just not going to show all that personal information on YouTube. This isn't court. YouTube is not court. Whatever Kenneth Bird thinks it is. You want to take me to court? I'm going to have all my ducks in a row. But I initially just bought the Series A For myself, just for a portable, easy to set up gaming system thing that I can throw up really easily and play games with the kids. And I was going to put it
Uh-huh.
here and had some ideas what I
Yeah.
was going to do to it or do with it. And I think I'm just going to keep it the way that it is so that I can set it up really quick and then take it down whenever I need to, whether it's upstairs, downstairs, outside, whatever. But I just bought it for myself. And when I was talking to Danny about which one to get, you know, I ultimately settled on buying Series A, but I have expressed interest in Series C that I may want to get that later down the line and just look at it for fun because I do a lot of experimentations and demonstrations off camera just for myself because I enjoy doing that. That's just what I do for myself. But um,
Mhm.
he sent Series C along with it, kind of as a just a surprise. So didn't even have any kind of gumption to even do it. Just everything just kind of fell in line that way. And it's like, well, you know what? He's talking all this smack about everybody and their mother. I'll just show a good product and put it out there. And if, I didn't care. It's like, hey, man, if 10 people watch it and they like it, great. You know what I mean? Uh, and that'll be that. But, I covered it the best I could, honestly, as I
Yeah.
could. I gave my opinion. And if people want to use that opinion in terms of just collecting information to make a purchase, either now or later on down the line or whatever, or even if they decide that, well, that's not for me, whatever, then I appreciate the view. I appreciate the like. It's just an opinion. Get over it. You know what I'm saying? And it just kind of worked out that way. And now I've, again, become center of his attention because my opinion matters so much to him, I guess. It's like, bro, I'm flattered.
Well, because there's another option out there. That's why. That's why. And because you did such a good job on, showing it off that it threatens him. It threatens him that he's not the only one and he will never be the only one, but he can't get it through his thick skull. And that's, look, this what he's doing right now, it's not new. See, he did it to all kinds of guys when I was coming up
Mhm.
in the YouTube community where, he went after them and they just got tired and they just, whatever, they just stopped uploading videos.
Right.
And that's what he did with the AC Silver. One of those guys, he did the same thing, and he just
Right.
stopped. And he had a good product, and that's what he does. And when he feels threatened, he'll go after you and talk shit. But now he does it in a different
Right.
way. He doesn't go after you in the comments because you could just close your comments. Now he goes after you by posting videos after videos
Right.
after videos of just talking the same fucking nonsense. He went into a different way
Well,
of just really being
look,
salty and
the
shit.
videos aren't going anywhere. They're going to stay there. And, he can talk about them all he wants.
Yeah.
All it's doing is getting people going over there and watching it on their own. And, and hopefully they're able to see there's a big
Yeah.
difference between what he's saying and what's actually being shown in the videos. And they can make a decision from there, whatever they want to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I said, there's lots of ways to skin a cat out here for doing your own screen. Do what's best for you. There's no wrong
Mhm.
answer in DIY if you're the one that's happy with it. There's no wrong answer. So that's the way I look at it.
No. No, and that's what he doesn't get. Like this community is so big, dude. Like when I started, Sonic Chill started almost the same time, and Sonic went his own way. I went my own way. We never crossed paths. He never talked smack that I know of. I never did or nothing like that. And he made his money because it's a big world, man. You could make so much. Like you said, some people might like it, some people might not, but it's up to them. That's it. That's all we have. But he doesn't get that point. He doesn't like sharing. He's one of those fucking kids that, no, my toy, no. And he'll fucking get mad and stupid and he'll rant about it and drop himself in the ground. That's stupid. That's why he is where he's at. Look where he's at, bro. Look where he's at.
Look at
Okay.
this. Look at this right here.
No.
Look at these. You see that?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's Screen Innovations.
Yeah, supposedly that's Black Diamond. It doesn't look like Black Diamond to me, baby. But you saw those streaks on.
Look at how it's curling up. Look at how it's curling up. Is it?
Yeah.
Where do you have it at?
Look, he's got the whoops back again, man. Look at it. Look at these. Look at these streaks. That's not the TV making that. That's right off of his video. Look at that. And look, it's all blue. That's not white, bro. I'm sorry, that's not white. That is not white.
No, it's not.
Like I said in the video, he must be the blindest bat in the cave, bro, because look at all these streaks. You can
look, it matches.
Look.
It matches yours and my match.
The streaks right here, especially right here, and then look over there and those two streaks. Look at that, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not making this up.
Look at this
is just objective
screen. It matches my screen wherever you're watching and watching.
It's look. I'm not making it up. The guy cannot do white levels. Look, it's very basic. What real contrast is the difference between your brightest brights and your darkest darks. So he can do absolute black, right? But he can't get very bright. He can't give the opposite end of the scale. And even in the realm of blacks, because he's so absorbative and he's so dark, he can't give you those small little steps that might be the side of a trash can in an alley scene or something like that at night, or any kind of specular highlights like rain on blacktop or anything like that. His product can't do that. You know, I mean, look at that.
No.
Look, this is supposed to be brown and stuff, right? I mean, you know that there's supposed to be color in here. Is there any sort of greens in the trees at all here? I mean, just look at it. What's that guy?
That's what I've been saying. That
video, he's like, "Would you just look at it? Just look at it. Just look at it. Just look at it."
Right?
Ed Bassmaster, just look at it. Look, man.
Just look at it.
Oh, would you look at that? Oh, would you
how
look at
the popcorn pops, or what did he say? How the popcorn pops?
Would you,
he was copying The Rock.
Just look at it. Just look at it. Oh my God! Would you just look at it?
Just look at it.
I'm sorry.
That's funny, dude.
It's a mess, bro.
Yeah, it's fucking funny. It says Winter Cottage 3D. All right, let's check it out. Let's check this out. Let's see how it's supposed to look. Put it in yours too if you can.
Oh, what, the
Winter Cottage 3D wallpaper.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Oh, there it is. There's the Winter Cottage. Look at that, guys. Just look at it.
Just look at it. Just look at it. Would you just look at it?
This is what he was trying to show. This is exactly what he was trying to show, guys.
I got it down here somewhere, brother.
Yeah, it's called Winter Cottage. Yeah. Look at the colors, man.
Look.
Yeah.
You just saw it on his screen. Take a look at it on the OLED. Huh?
Yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Look at it. Look at the guy. Huh? Wow. That dude, come on, bro. Did you see any you see any of this detail or anything like that?
No, let me go back up.
Completely screwed. I mean, could you blame customers who get that and they're like, wow, this is
no, you can't.
Bad. I spent $300 on this. This is pretty freaking bad. Like, I don't blame them for being upset. And then when they say something or they email him or something, then you hear, oh, he ignores them. He doesn't answer them. He just ignores the email, or he lies to PayPal and is like, oh, look at this. Look. You know, PayPal doesn't give two shits whether he messes up a recording or not. They don't care, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a star screen. Look, is that black enough for you, baby? Huh? Cut the OLED.
Right.
You'll never be this OLED, brother. Never.
That is funny as hell, dude.
Now that
is freaking hilarious.
Now that's
a Starfield right there. I can't even pull that, and I'm,
That's Starfield, baby.
That's the stupidest thing I ever heard of. The Starfield crap. That's like one of the stupidest things. If you can't beat the It's just like that hand thing.
No, I don't know who watches that all day. You know, most people are
No,
watching.
no, or that stupid thing that it's boring. That hand thing. Do the hand test. The hand test. That's the stupidest thing I ever heard too. That shit and this fucking Starfield are a par. The hand test and the Starfield is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. The dumbest thing I've ever heard. I'm sorry, but it
There's,
is, man.
look at the
You
detail in the.
know?
I love the parrots.
Yeah. Which one? Which video is that?
I don't know. It's that one. It's one of the typical ones that are on there. I just, you know, I mean, I get a lot of flack sometimes for like showing the same demonstrations, but it's just like I know it's copyright free. It won't flag the video necessarily.
Yeah, exactly.
What I'm trying to do is just show natural environments, natural animals, things that your eyes like you easily recognize what wildlife and what foliage and what snow and what water's supposed to look like. And just to kind of
Mhm.
give you that representation of, you know, this product looks like this when you show it and you know,
Yeah, 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 exactly.
it's
Exactly. But people don't get it. Like if I try to show something and it's copyright, forget about it. You know, they'll cancel they'll just take it off. You know what I'm saying? They'll
right,
just,
right.
yeah. So I can't be doing shit like that. They should know better than that. But yeah,
Poop, poop it in a
you think
bucket.
his, yeah, pooping in a bucket. You think his black, look, side by side, guys, there's an OLED TV side by side. My stuff is not OLED, but you think that Ken's images look as clean as this? Not trying to, not trying to say anything but come on. Like seriously, look at that. I mean, of course, I'm not going to beat an OLED TV. I'm real about it. But look at the detail though that I'm getting from a gray paint mix. Like, let's be real. Come on now. You know,
Well,
cars are not popping
it
because
comes
you know.
down again to look, there's lots of ways to skin a cat. And
Uh huh.
whatever you're happy with and whatever you're comfortable with in terms not only like in terms of your budget or whatever decision or whatever you land on and you're happy with it, that's totally acceptable. You know,
Yeah.
you have an idea, oh, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try this combination. I'm going to try this combination of fabrics or paints or whatever it is. And you
Mhm.
have an idea and you follow through with it, like you're doing the spirit of DIY. And
Yeah.
I'll apply that all day, every day, no matter who you are, right? So if you landed on something that you're happy with and that you know that you're proud of, there again, there is no wrong answer. You know,
Yeah,
uh,
but even what's her name, Bertha or whatever her name was, the one that from Facebook that sent them that message with with the video, whatever. Even she was kind of complaining, like, you know what, it was hard to paint. If it wasn't that she got a gallon because she bought a gallon, if it wasn't because of that,
that's a
she
lot of
would
money.
never have she would never have covered that fucking wall
God, that
because
gallon's a lot of money, bro. That gallon.
no, not only that, but she had to use the whole fucking gallon. Guaranteed, she used the whole gallon. Why? Because it didn't. She was having problems sticking to the wall because it wouldn't stick. And he said, "Oh, you got to primer it." She's like, "I primed it twice." I mean, we all saw the message that he was trying to hide, but we got it. Even Parte got it. I
Right.
saw the message, and she was saying like, "Yeah, I put 2 coats of fucking primer, and it still doesn't want to stick." It's because he has something that's preventing that paint from sticking.
Yeah.
He put something. Acetone, maybe. I don't know what he put, but
I can't.
something is not letting, yeah, something, whatever he's doing, is not letting it lay right, you know?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It doesn't matter. I know that what people like, they like it, but his shit does not work. It does not work. I'm sorry to say that. And I've tested his shit, and that's just my opinion. But I wouldn't use it, man. I wouldn't. Look at Tristan from the boxing thing. He used most of the paint to paint his fence because he was gonna get paint for his fence. So he's like, I have a whole gallon of Crystal Edge. I'm just gonna paint my fence with it.
You can see
You
how
know?
this is looking, right? So it's kind of like overblown in some areas, and that's kind of
Uh-huh.
from far away, right? And then this is why we get up close, because things change.
Exactly.
You see that?
Thank you.
See, like it kind of brightens up, makes it, man, that's OLED. You're like, well, you're not seeing what I'm seeing, because when you get to a correct distance where the lens can actually focus, well, now you can see. And it's about using that to your advantage to make a point. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he does. That's why in my demonstrations, I try to do all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So that you can see a full
Dude,
representation of what it looks like from back here, and then I'll come in here so you can see what it actually looks like when you get up close, or off to the side, or whatever.
people would tell me shit back in the day when I was doing that, because
Right,
I was getting close all the time, and they're like, "Why do you need to be 3 feet away from the?" Like, I'm not doing it on purpose. I just want you guys to see what I'm seeing
right.
in person. And if I don't show it, I've noticed that dude, I've had all types of phones. I don't stay with a phone longer than a year. That's it. I always get different phones and
Dude,
different cameras and shit like
my
that. So people
whole,
can't say, "Well, you don't got a good phone." Fuck you. I have one of the top fucking flagship phones. I always get the best phones that I could, just because of the cameras. I recorded on GoPros. I recorded on Sony's. I recorded on all kinds of different 360 cameras. So that's what I'm trying to tell people, that I have to get close so you guys can see look, check it out. If I do this, if I go over here, you see how bright it is?
yeah,
But if I go close, right about there,
right.
then you guys could check it out and you could see the difference. That's what
And
I tell people. And the
my and
Christmas tree is there right in front of it.
my
Doesn't
phone's
matter.
for high tech phone, anyways. I mean, this is like a 2021 or something, like just
Which is
SE.
still good, but his is fucking like
It's not.
2010 or some shit, dude.
It's
It's
not
like
like,
he's still at Galaxy S10 or S8.
yeah.
Bro, there's Galaxy S22 already, 23. Like, you're fucking 13, 13 numbers behind.
All I know is that he he needs some serious help. I think
Yeah.
he's definitely struggling. Lots of people have been talking about it here lately. They're 100% right. All the points,
Hmm.
all the call outs, all the exposing that's been going on about how he's living and what he's doing, and you know, it's all valid. You know what I mean? And people are starting to notice, and people are starting to see what's actually going
Yeah.
on. And yeah, dude, like
Yeah.
um,
I don't
it's
know.
you don't even know what to say about it at this point. It just gets to a point where it's like, oh God, here we go again. It's like, what is he
It's
like?
tiring, huh?
Is
Yeah.
he again talking about this again? Didn't he just
Yeah.
say, just like in the last video, I'm tired of hearing it coming out of my own mouth, and here you are again, an hour later, talking about it again? Like,
Correct. Yeah.
bro, don't know what's up and down, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It's very weird.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna take more of your time, dude.
Yeah,
We'll just wait and see what happens. But
yeah,
thank you so much for coming in, dude. Seriously, thank you so much.
it's cool.
Appreciate it, man, and I appreciate everybody here. I mean, pretty good crowd. Thank you so much, guys. Like I said, hopefully I could get the surprise going next week, and you'll see, and I'll be live doing it and all that stuff. So yeah, man, stay tuned for that, man. And what do you have plans for Christmas?
Just,
Silent.
just, just spending
What are you
time
gonna
with,
do?
just spending family time with the kids, and my
Yeah.
brother's coming down and staying, and just kind of just enjoying life, for God's sakes. Just kicking back and relaxing, and just enjoying the important things in life. Right? We talk about,
Yeah.
we could talk about this till we're red in the face, but again, it's just stuff, right? It's not what makes you who you are. It's how you live your life, and the people that are important to you, and your relationships that you have in your
Uh
life.
huh.
Those are the things that are valuable. You know, I'll sell every single arcade cabinet, projector, TV. The kids come first. You know what I'm saying? People, the
Exactly.
stuff comes first, and I'm just looking forward to spending more time with the kids, with my brother, enjoying
Mhm.
Christmas. So I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. God bless everybody. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you know, it's just silly. It's just silly what's been going on with him, and I don't expect it to stop anytime soon. But if
No.
again, if you want to see some real debunking kind of things or whatever, photographs, side by sides, what the paint actually looks like, again, go visit the community tab on the channel, and you can scroll through those posts there. There's lots of good information in there that I just didn't make videos about because I was busy working or had the kids or whatever. So
Mhm.
uh,
Okay.
with with that being said, I'm good. I'm just chilling and looking forward to Christmas. And
Yeah, for sure.
oh, blue is not white.
It's not. Yeah, that's Roger's channel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
but go check out all these channels, guys. Roger's channel, the guy next door channel, all this stuff. You get a lot of information. If you're trying to buy a paint mix, be aware. Like seriously, I'm gonna say this, and that's the last, but be aware of what you're getting. Like seriously, don't be lazy. Do your homework. Like if you see just 2 minutes of his unstableness and all, you know, his channels where he's clickbait, like he'll put like, oh, working on my website, and all of a sudden he's talking just 2 minutes of his website and the rest is just ranting. Just you don't want to do business with a person like that. It's just bad. It's just bad. That's just my opinion, but do
right.
whatever you guys want. Like always, save hundreds. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's to everyone. Guys, you're the best. All right, Silent. I'll let you go, my friend. Thank you for your time, dude. Thank you so much for your time.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Rest,
God
get
bless.
strong, and I will see you guys later. God bless to everyone, man. Have a good one, guys. Have a good one, Silent. Thank you
You
so
too.
much for stopping by, sir. All
All
right.
right.
Bye
Bye.
bye.